All right, so I'm going to discuss about GameFi, to be honest. So when it comes to GameFi, it's game and finance. So you all heard about Axionfinity, right? So if you actually heard about Axionfinity and of course the revolution when it comes to play to earn games, well, we also have PlaceOne. So basically, we already closed our private sale and seed sale for $2.2 million, and I'm going to introduce to you PlaceOne. So there's a lot of market problems that we determined when it comes to, of course, the play to earn games. Basically, I own 350 scholars as well for Axie Infinity. And then at the same time, we notice a lot of things. So the lack of gameplay, of course, me, myself here in the Philippines, you notice even without play to earn, we're really an enthusiast when it comes to games, especially when it comes to the breaks for the employees. They're all playing mobile games. So the lack of gameplay, shallow or boring gameplay, of course, it has a lifespan when it comes to the games out there. So not everyone wants a specific genre. So when it comes to us, the difference is actually the incentive for creation. So for the creation, for example, unit conference or block tides or place war logo will definitely be in our complete blank canvas, which is called our Pixel Land Placeedonia. All of the artists, all of the companies and players can definitely collaborate, invade each other. And if you've heard about Clash of Clans, guys, before, so basically you can definitely invade a lot of players there for you to be able to build your own logo in our Placedonia map. And also the difficulty of retention when it comes to the non-P2E mechanism to play. Of course, it's not just about the money when it comes to game finance. And this revolution can definitely, of course, we want all players to enjoy at the same time, use decentralized finance at the same time for us to, of course, have fun. So the lack of social bond. When it comes to the open world that we have, we will integrate the chat actually inside in an open world for all of the players, which other play to earn games out there doesn't have. And if you're familiar with Roblox, it's an open world as well, which actually our kids or the children are actually playing. And of course, the little infrastructure choice when it comes to asset compatibility, we're going to be in a multi-chain. So what are we? We are actually like Gunbound or Worm. If you're familiar with Worm before in the 90s, we are an artillery shooting game. And the first one we're going to deploy our contract is actually on Binance Smart Chain. Comes next, we already have the grant for Conflux as well. For 3 months, we're going to have their utmost support when it comes to the funding for marketing. And yes, we are not just a typical play to earn NFT social. We are more than the play to earn games out there. So as you can see, the Placedonia map that we have, guys. So of course, when it comes to this, if you'll see coinmarketcap.com, CoinGecko, and all of the news out there in Cointelegraph, Coindesk, that GameFi is really defining its way when it comes to a lot of things. So of course, here we can definitely go ahead and of course be creative at the same time. This inspiration comes from the R Place and Reddit. It's an internet culture. It's popular actually in the West. So we're going to bring it back. And of course, you can definitely do that with PlaceOne. We have different system as well. It's not just about the play to earn, but of course, you can be creative as well by create to earn, the painting that you want to have in the Placedonia map that we have. Predict to earn will have that as well as the Guild Wars. So Guild Wars is actually a built-in tournament already inside our platform. And the Battle to Earn is actually a 3v3, which you need 3 tanks first for you to be able to defeat another player. So the craft to earn, you can definitely go ahead and craft your tanks and sell it in our marketplace. So this is the structure and the logic. You can see it here on the right part of the screen. What will happen during the battle for the 3v3 that I actually mentioned. This is the NFT system that we have as well. So here, we're going to actually use a quadratic voting when it comes to the governance of all of the players and the economy that we have, when it comes to the KOLs, community, and whatnot. So all of the people will definitely have the right to vote for the best team. So they'll definitely go ahead and vote it out for the best team to win the tournament. So it's all fair when it comes to the governance system that we have, as well as, of course, the smart contracts as well. And for you to be able to have one tank, you need one place and one gear, and of course, one blueprint. This is the battle modes that we have. I've already mentioned that. And yes, this is all about collaboration, not just about play to earn, but integrating all of the worlds like the artists, the gamers, and of course, blockchain enthusiasts. So we're going to make it happen for Place War as well. This is our worldview map when it comes to the Placeedonia. Yes, you can invade each other using that. You can be three things, again, as an invader, as a defender, and of course, every season that we'll have, like for example, the Placeedonia map is already done. We will sell it in the marketplace. And once we're able, for example, to sell it for $20,000, we are going to make that for the prize pool for the next season for all of the players inside our game economy. And yes, we're going to be actually using also iotex. If you're familiar with Ethereum and whatnot, we're going to deploy in different blockchains. We're going to be a dual token system as well. And if regarding with the inflation, of course, we have a strategy when it comes to the market making and liquidity as well. And yes, you can definitely go ahead and submit tournament proposals and the DAO treasury that we have. Is the purpose of that is, of course, it's for the creator rewards as well as the voting mechanism for the leaderboards every season. So our team, basically the producer of Mega Game, and then also the lead dev is from Taiwan. So they're all traditional builders inside App Store and Google Play Store. If you'll notice, actually, guys, so the traditional industry is already tokenizing everything as well when it comes to, of course, GameFi industry. So here's our token metrics if you're interested. So you can definitely go ahead and ask me about it. So the partners that we have, this one is incomplete. We're already partnered with 40 investors worldwide. Our seed investors are actually LD Capital and Crypto.com. And our roadmap is advanced already. So we're going to have the beta by November, and we'll be having the public sale soon via IDO. So there. So if you have any questions, of course, I can definitely answer. And just to share to everyone that there's a lot of gamers in the whole world. There's actually a statistics when it comes to the gamers worldwide, which is actually billions of people. So we're going to dominate that, not just in the crypto space, in the DeFi space, but we combined every industry like DeFi, NFTs, at the same time, gaming and the arts industry. If you have any questions, please go ahead and ask away.
Super, thank you so much, Myrtle. And let's give a few minutes for our audience to ask questions. Thank you.
And by the way, guys, just an important announcement that we're going to actually have an NFT sale, and it's going to happen in Binance NFT Marketplace.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you, Kat.
We have a few questions. One is asking how many people currently in your team for the project?
Actually, we're still hiring. So we already deployed the Russian community, the Korean community, the Chinese community, as well as the Vietnam community. So this is we also have the Bigger Pie, by the way. So they're one of the investors. So your that Bigger Pie is actually your community partner, right? So
Yes.
when it comes to, of course, the Bigger Pie, they're going to take care of the European category or countries. So they've collected if you know Bridget, they've collected a lot of pledges when it comes to the communities for Place War to be known in Europe as well.
Amazing, super. And based on your experience, what do you think is the best growth in terms of the regional areas for, like, specifically for blockchain? And yeah.
Yep. So I actually had that question in one of the AMAs. Basically, it's the gameplay that we're after. So for this, so we're looking after for the retention and also for the people, not just the gamers, to have fun. But of course, if you're going to compare that with the infrastructure of other games out there, just so you know that it's complicated for them to understand decentralized finance in using MetaMask and using everything. But in our platform, of course, we can go ahead and make it seamless that they're not actually using a blockchain game, you know? So it's going to be seamless and we're going mobile. So of course, all of the Android users will have the chance to get the access for the beta via APK.
Super. Amazing, thank you. And the next question from Unit, what's your vision for the play to earn space?
For the play to earn space, it's here to stay. It's not just about the hype because you know it's all about having fun. Finance not is not meant to be serious at all, which the traditional banks and other players out there in the traditional field doesn't understand. So I also saw like a DeFi platform which you can definitely go ahead and stake in a gamified way. So why not do that? So actually the youth and all me, I am a woman I do woman empowerment when it comes to this. So of course the youth are actually the future when it comes to understanding everything, right? The millennials, all of them, and the generation Z. If I can still recall that CZ actually mentioned that in one of his tweets, the CEO of Binance, that the generation C is actually the future. So why not make it fun at the same time earning money, creating at the same time helping people out, right? So that's the purpose of it all. It's not just about the money, but of course, especially here in the third world countries, right? So the pandemic really, the pandemic is really worse. You know, we've just gone through lockdown this month. We had an event last Saturday at Okada, Manila, and there's a lot of unemployment that happened when it comes to the traditional businesses, the hotels. I saw everything. It's just like my heart is really broken. At the same time, there's an urge for me to be able to present that there's this blockchain technology, NFT and DeFi, that can definitely help when it comes to financial freedom. Because financial freedom is already overrated when it comes to presentation. But of course, for us to make it seamless for them to understand what this technology can definitely help, not just the people, but also for the whole country, for the economy. So that's what we're actually our goal and our mission, to help those people who really needs help and understanding it in the simplest way when it comes to NFTs. Because you know, when you tell them about NFTs, they will not understand, especially decentralized finance. It's just like, what is that? So you need to make them understand blockchain technology first. And it's all about those KOLs, those key opinion leaders, for them to understand it in a simple way. That's it.
Amazing. I think that's a very great insight. And the next question we have from Yip. What has been the biggest unforeseen challenges that you have met along the way?
Well, actually, I had 100 meetings just for me to close the private sale. Maybe the time. Basically, for the time spent, time is an illusion for me. But of course, it's all about balance. So the struggles, it's all in the mind as well. So if you have a project out there, always think it mentally. Because for me, it's all about mental. If you can imagine it, you can definitely have it. I didn't expected everything when it comes to place war, but of course, if you can envision it in your mind, you will be successful. Just don't mind what other people is actually telling you. Just believe in your vision because it's there for a purpose.
Amazing. Thank you so much. And
Thank you.
audience, it's very appreciative for you joining us today, and very grateful for more female leaders and entrepreneurs joining and sharing the stories and what they do with their project. Thank you. Like, all loving it. And would you mind sharing what was the most happiest moments that you experienced with your project this year?
So this year, Block Tides had an award already for PR and marketing. Actually, I had struggles when it comes to women empowerment, to be honest. I experienced a lot of things when it comes to me being outcasted in a male-dominated world. So you understand that, right? So of course, it takes a powerful woman like you, like Yip, like everyone here in the Zoom room. That is a game, of course. It's for us to stand up for what we believe in, because it's already 2021 and we are not just here to do chores in the house, you know. So of course, also being a founder in one of the investors that we have, I also fought for my freedom for me to actually lead this, because I know that I can do it. It's just like, why a girl as a founder? So I had that issue, I had that confrontation, that why not as a male CEO, which is actually, oh, but I can do it. You know, it doesn't mean that I'm a feminist at all. It's all about balance. It's all about equality that I'm promoting. And I know that I can definitely make PlaceOne successful.
Amazing. Great words, and totally synergetic with what you were saying. So let's see if we have any more questions from the audience.
And if you want to add me, I'm just here via LinkedIn and Telegram. So yeah. So are there any milestones that you're hoping to hit before 2021 is done? Yes, of course, for the beta test. So we're going to do public sales already in the NFT sales. And I believe that in this strategy that we actually make it diverse when it comes to the investors. In the whole world, we have every nation already. We're going to open for Philippines, India, Indonesia as well. So of course, yeah. When it comes to the advice for the entrepreneurs, just believe in your dream. I always say this. So guys, please always believe that. Connect to the right people. Not everyone will be there for you, those genuine one. And always, I believe in law of attraction. So I don't know if you've heard that with a lot of speakers here, but I believe that when you believe in something that you already have it, you can definitely do have it in your life. It will manifest in your life. And yep, for the fundraising tip, I can definitely go ahead and connect you guys. I can help you with your projects. And yeah. So what help do I need the most is actually for PlaceWar to be known in some communities, because I don't want exclusivity when it comes to the game, especially in the crypto industry. We all know that we have this elite culture. I don't know if you have that there in your countries, but of course, it takes for you to be able to stand up as well when it comes for you to be included. You know, don't let yourself be cast out, because there are people that's going to include you at the same time. In the local market here, we actually have 20 million crypto users already in the Philippines. So you can buy Bitcoins in 7-Eleven. If you know 7-Eleven, guys. So it's connected to Coins PH, and you can definitely go ahead and you can go ahead and buy Bitcoins using that app already. Coins PH, it has 10 million users already. What's your thought on Axionfinity? Actually, I don't want to compare with other games out there. What we do is actually just build, you know? So build in something that you know that can help many people. I actually have more than 350 now. We're still buying Axionfinity. It's all about diversity, diversification with a lot of option. It's not just limited, and I know that there's a lot of competition out there, but I don't work, by the way, for the advice for the entrepreneurs. Don't go or don't focus on your competition, because the only competition that you'll have is yourself, because you will not be focused on the things that you need to focus on, right? So of course, you need to focus on building the right product for the consumers and for the gamers in the community. So what I do believe is actually for you to believe in the concept, the idea that you have. And how was working with LD Capital and Crypto.com? So with that, they're actually friendly and they do support a lot of entrepreneurs. So I can definitely go ahead and connect you over because Bobby is a great entrepreneur as well. He supports ideas and of course at the same time believes in a lot of entrepreneurs as well. How do you build a community? Okay, for the community, guys, so as a PR and marketing myself for 6 years already, I know already how to market a project, right? If you know Gala Games, I'm one of their partners as well. Here in the Philippines, we've just done as the major sponsor for the event at Tocada, Manila. So it's all about actually tapping in and not excluding everyone when it comes to the communities, the audience. Because, you know, even if it's just a bounty hunter, they're still human beings. Even if it's just they're after for the airdrop, they're still human beings. And that's what I believe in. And the Generation C, yes, they're actually the best way and path to crypto adoption because that's what happened here in the Philippines through Axionfinity. What I will work on after this, maybe I'll buy my own safe peace place. No, but I'm already contented with what I have. For any opportunities, I'm still open, but of course, I'm already satisfied. Which projects do I look up to? Solana, Ethereum. So I do have both at the same time. So I do love Solana and Ethereum because I know that there's a lot of use cases when it comes to the Ethereum projects and companies. You know, unlike any other blockchains out there, you can definitely see the innovation when it comes to Ethereum projects. Okay, for the crypto in the government, so we discussed that as well at our physical event. So when it comes to taxes, just a fun fact that did you know that they want to tax the players in Axie Infinity here in the Philippines? And yes, taxes are actually great if it's gonna be going to the right hands. It's for the economy, it's for the projects in the Philippines. And the government here, the Philippines is actually, they're doing it. Actually revised, the government revised already for the regulations when it comes to the cryptocurrency. You can definitely search that. I'll give you the right links for you to be able to read the whole details when it comes to the regulation, how you can definitely transact using crypto. So yeah. And we have like 14 regulated exchanges already here in the Philippines via the central bank. What can enable female entrepreneurs to raise capital for easily? So based on my experience, it's really like nerve-wracking at first, nerve-wracking at first. Um, it's hard at the first time. It's just like I always sleep 6 a.m. already. When I wake up 2 p.m., there's another meeting again. So it's all about resiliency. It's all about how you take it mentally for everything. And yeah, you can definitely be somewhere at the same time if you really believe in that. Okay, so for the tips for managing the team as well as hiring, so I do believe in passion. So when it comes to hiring people, it's not about the credentials for a human being or for you to be able to have an MBA or a graduate certificate for you to be able to do that. Because for me, I do believe in passion as well as because skills over passion, me passion, because passion will definitely take you to where you want. And what makes a great game, of course, it's all about having fun. At the same time, it's the emotion that we're targeting when it comes to place war. Of course, you don't want to be invaded by a lot of people or for other gamers out there. So the tendency, you don't want your logo in our Placeedonia map to be ruined. So yeah. And for the thoughts for VR, it's gonna be big. So I actually have one friend living in the US talking about VR and education. So just imagine that VR, AI, blockchain technology, and the metaverse will be combined, it's gonna be a massive disruption, especially those people who lives in Africa, the unbanked countries. When it comes to education, I know it's a big budget when it comes to VRs, and of course it takes a great capital for you to be able to execute that idea. But of course, an idea is an idea, and it's there for a purpose. I mentioned that earlier. So it's definitely doable for VR and metaverse. You can definitely combine everything when it comes to blockchain technology, AI, VR, and the metaverse. And the Southeast Asian market, yep, of course, Southeast Asian market is actually leading when it comes to the GameFi industry already. So imagine Vietnam, Thailand. So we need to include everyone, to be honest. So yeah, so many money questions after a presentation of game. All right. So, of course, you can definitely go ahead and message me. We still have spots for the KOLs, key opinion leaders, when it comes to the communities that we have for the allocations if you're interested. Or if you have services, of course, please do present that to me via LinkedIn, message me. I'm not, yeah, because there's a lot of scammers out there. I had an issue earlier that um someone is pretending to be one of my team members and they're asking to send funds. So please be careful. So you can definitely go ahead and get in touch with the unit team, unit conference team. Thank you so much for having me here. You can definitely provide the right profile to them.
Thank you so much, Myrtle. We are very appreciative and super insightful question. We had so many questions.
I know, but of course, I answered everything because I know it's important for us to answer everything, especially the audience here.
Thank you so much. I think our audience learned a lot and really appreciate you being here. Cheers. Thank you. And
Thank you.
please kindly share more information about your project and all the links to the chat. And we'll be resharing with our community and Telegram groups. And again, thank you so much. Very appreciative.
Thank you so much for inviting me here, Bridget, Yip, and the unit conference team. Thank you so much. And it's really an honor for me to present what I know and my knowledge. And of course, I hope that I motivated you to not give up on your dreams because you can be something out there. Okay. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you so much.